Causative forms. So again, guys, we have a fancy name, but that can help us a little bit. But of course, names are not that important when we're talking about speaking language well. So why do we call it? So again, names are not important when we're speaking, because it doesn't matter when we're speaking what kind of classification it is. It doesn't matter if we know that it's present perfect continuous, for example. It's important that we know how to do it. But names can help us understand the logic behind grammar, right? So why do we call causative forms causative forms? Or causative constructions, right? Because you cause something to happen. Okay? Keep in mind, guys, a phonetical tip here. Cause, right? Please don't say cows, right? Don't say, guys, pause. You are watching a movie and then you're going to pause it, or pause it, or pause it, right? There's no how or don't try to do anything like that. It's simple. Take a look. There's a name, right? So here we have cause, pause, follow, right? So if we have something automatic, okay? Automatic, right? When you record, just listening, you record an audio. For my students over there, you know that this is an important part of my life. I like to send audios mainly to my TC students, huge audios right through WhatsApp. I never send them audios, I send audios, okay? I can say audios, right? Because this is a variation in American English, right? Audios or audios, but it's all, okay? So closing the parentheses, just keep in mind, guys, that the tendency, the huge tendency in English is AU to be pronounced as O. Remember, for those of you guys who have been watching the videos, that this is the O sound, right? So, O. So, guys, stop the video and read those words to you. It seems silly, but remember, English is not about understanding stuff. It's about doing stuff. Of course you understood it, all right? But can you do it? So, try it, okay? Right. So let me go back to my point, causative forms, right? So I'm not going to do the action myself, I'm going to cause the action to happen, okay? Look, in Portuguese it's common to say, eu tenho que cortar meu cabelo, right? And of course, in most of the cases, the person is not going to cut his hair himself, all right? But we say, eu tenho que cortar meu cabelo, and we will understand, we'll go to the hairdressers or to the barbers and they'll cut our hair now. There. Not in English. In English it sounds a little bit strange, so we are going to use this construction here. I will have, or I will get my hair. This is the abbreviation for something. Cut. Okay? A parenthesis here, guys. If it were the verb dye, you can dye your hair. You don't paint your hair, by the way. You just paint your hair if it's carnival or something, and then you use just a spray, and then it's superficial. But if you're really going to change the color of your hair, then it's dye. Okay, so if I was using the verb dye, it would be dyed here, okay? So it's always the third form, okay? So, have or get something, third form, done. Remember, cut, cut, cut. I'm using this cut here. Okay. Then, I would like you to stop the video and practice a little bit, okay? Practice, for example, for your house that needs to get painted, right? The room that needs to be cleaned, and you don't want to do those things, you just want to cause those things to happen, okay? Keep in mind, guys, that it doesn't matter if you will have your house painted, you had your house painted, you should have your house painted. You can do whatever you want with this. Jesus Christ. You can do whatever you want with this verb here, okay? You can conjugate depending on your necessity. But this part of the construction is fixed. So it means that it should always be on the third form, okay? I will get my car washed. Yesterday I got my car washed again, okay? All right, but then we can get to the point where we need a specific person to do something, because, you know, I don't trust my beautiful hair, you know, to anybody. I just trust my beautiful hair to Pierre, who is a French, barber, and he does a fantastic job, as you can see. So I will say, this weekend, I will have Pierre. There is a beret here because he's French. Yeah, it doesn't look like a beret, right? I'll have Pierre cut my hair. Big difference here, right, guys? You're going to use infinitive without to. I will have Pierre cut my hair, okay? That's nice. Again, the same logic, you can do whatever you want with this have, but you can't do whatever you want with this verb. This verb will be fixed. If you want a parallel thinking, go back to the video about passive voice. You know, you'll see that the first verb is the verb we modify, the second verb is the verb that we should always keep the same. Okay. But we can have other causatives, right? So, for example, let's imagine my hair is so soft and, I don't know, silky, that it's a big pleasure for Pierre to cut my hair. It's a little bit gay, right? Okay, but he really insists, right? So I'll say, all right, I'll let Pierre cut my hair, which is the same construction as you can see. The only difference here is the meaning, right? In this case, I'll have Pierre cut my hair, I'll pay him to do so, and the other case, I'll give him permission. Okay, so I'm just going to transport this here and tell you that it's, even though they don't mean the same, but you know, you can do one or the other with the same construction. Okay, now let's imagine it's really important that I have my hair cut, you know, because I'm going to record videos to you guys and I should look really pretty. But Pierre is all booked up. He doesn't have any more openings available, all right? So I will call Pierre and say, Pierre, can you cut my hair? And then he will say, sorry, Mr. Thiago, but I can. So I will try to offer more money. I don't know, I'll do something to try to convince him. I will threaten his family or anything like that. And then I'll try to get Pierre to cut my hair. Okay? Right. So I can't put this with the others here because the construction is different and because necessarily there is some convincing here. Okay? Let's imagine Pierre said, no, je ne peux pas, right? I can't. So what will I do? I will be a little bit more extremist. I don't know if you, this is make, okay? I will make Pierre cut my hair, alright? I will put a gun to his head and say, cut my hair. Now, it won't be the best of the jobs, but I'll get the job done, alright? So those are all the causative. Guys, explaining it, it's kind of fast, but you really need to make up a small story, you know? Just as the Pierre story I made for you guys, you should make the story so you put in practice that kind of knowledge, right? Otherwise, guys, the knowledge you are thinking you are acquiring now just by, you know, listening to the constructions and understanding will be just, you know, thrown away. So practice it, okay?